The perfect marriage facade. In the manicured suburb of Greenwich, Connecticut, where sprawling mansions hid behind ivy-covered gates, the Bennett family was the envy of all. Dr. Thomas Bennett, 40, was a renowned cardiologist, his steady hand saving lives at Yale New Haven Hospital. His wife, Claire Bennett, 37, was a vision of grace, blonde, poised, and the mastermind behind their lavish charity galas. Their colonial-style home, with its white columns and rose gardens, was the backdrop for dinner parties that dazzled Greenwich's elite. To the outside world, their marriage was a masterpiece, a testament to love and success. But behind closed doors, the canvas was cracking. Claire had once been a rising art curator, her passion for painting matched only by her ambition. But when she married Thomas, she traded her dreams for the role of perfect wife, hosting fundraisers and raising their son, Oliver, 8. Thomas, with his tailored suits and disarming charm, was the ideal husband in public. But at home, he was distant, his evenings consumed by emergency surgeries that stretched into the night. Claire felt like a prop in his life, her loneliness masked by designer dresses and forced smiles. The first crack appeared when Thomas hired Sophie Laurent, 25, as their live-in nanny. Sophie was a French exchange student, studying child psychology at UConn. With doe-like eyes and a soft accent that charmed everyone, she was a godsend for Claire, managing Oliver's schedule with ease and bringing warmth to their sterile home. But Claire noticed Thomas lingering too long when Sophie read bedtime stories. His laughter too warm when she recounted her Parisian childhood. At first, Claire dismissed it as paranoia. Thomas was devoted, wasn't he? Yet the seed of doubt took root. One evening, during a rare night alone, Claire found Thomas's phone unlocked on the kitchen counter. A text from Sophie glowed on the screen. "Miss you tonight." Same place? Claire's heart sank. She scrolled, her hands trembling, uncovering months of messages, flirtations, plans for secret meetups, even a photo of Sophie in Thomas's car. The betrayal was a knife to her chest. But what hurt more was the realization that Sophie, the girl she'd trusted with her son, had been part of it. Claire didn't confront Thomas immediately. She played the perfect wife, smiling through their next dinner party while her mind churned. She watched Sophie, noting her coy glances at Thomas, and began digging. She checked Thomas's credit card statements, finding charges for a boutique hotel in Stamford. She followed Sophie one evening, seeing her slip into Thomas's BMW outside a secluded park. The affair was undeniable, but Claire wanted more than a divorce. She wanted answers. And she wanted control. Her search led to a shocking discovery. While rifling through Sophie's room under the guise of cleaning, Claire found a hidden journal. Its pages revealed a bombshell. Sophie was Claire's half-sister, born from an affair their father had during a business trip to Paris. Sophie's mother, a struggling artist, had raised her in secrecy. But Sophie had grown up knowing about Claire, the favored daughter who inherited their father's wealth. Consumed by resentment, Sophie had tracked Claire to Greenwich, posing as a nanny to infiltrate her life. The affair with Thomas wasn't just lust, it was Sophie's twisted revenge. A plan to dismantle Claire's perfect world. Claire's world tilted. The sister she never knew existed was now her betrayer, sleeping with her husband under her roof. But Sophie's journal hinted at more, a cryptic entry about the bigger plan, and a meeting with someone called R. Claire's instincts screamed danger. She hired a private investigator, Marcus Reed, 50, a former cop with a knack for uncovering secrets. Marcus confirmed Sophie's identity through birth records and traced her movements, uncovering a connection to Rachel Vaughn, 42, a Greenwich socialite and Claire's longtime rival. Rachel, a glamorous real estate mogul, had always envied Claire's status as Greenwich's golden hostess. Marcus revealed that Rachel had befriended Sophie in Paris years ago, planting the idea of revenge when Sophie confessed her hatred for Claire. Rachel, seeing a chance to humiliate Claire, funded Sophie's move to Connecticut and orchestrated her hiring as the Bennett's nanny. The affair with Thomas was Rachel's idea, a scandal to ruin Claire's reputation and dethrone her from Greenwich's social hierarchy. The bigger plan was a public exposé, with Rachel ready to leak photos of Thomas and Sophie to the local press. Claire was furious but calculated. She didn't confront Sophie or Thomas, she played their game better. She invited Rachel to their annual charity gala, a glittering event at their mansion attended by Greenwich's elite. Claire, in a stunning emerald gown, played the perfect hostess, while Sophie, unaware of Claire's knowledge, flirted openly with Thomas. Rachel smirked from the sidelines, expecting Claire's downfall. As the gala reached its peak, Claire took the stage to thank the guests. But instead of her usual speech, she signaled Marcus, who dimmed the lights and projected a slideshow on the ballroom's screen. Gasps filled the room as photos appeared, not of Thomas and Sophie, but of Rachel and Sophie meeting in secret. Bank records showing Rachel's payments to Sophie, and excerpts from Sophie's journal exposing their plot. The final slide revealed Sophie's true identity as Claire's half-sister, a bombshell that left the crowd speechless. Chaos erupted. Rachel, cornered, stammered denials, but the evidence was ironclad. Sophie, pale and trembling, fled the mansion, her revenge in ruins. Thomas, humiliated, tried to approach Claire, but she silenced him with a look. "You're not the victim here," she said, her voice ice-cold. The gala ended in whispers, Greenwich's elite buzzing with the scandal of the century. But the story didn't end there. In the weeks that followed, Claire unraveled the final twist. Sophie's journal mentioned a safe deposit box, which Marcus traced to a Stamford bank. Inside, Claire found letters from their father, written to Sophie's mother, confessing his regret for abandoning them. He'd left Sophie a small inheritance, which Rachel had manipulated her into using for revenge. The letters also revealed that Claire's father had known about Sophie but kept her a secret to protect his reputation. Claire, grappling with this betrayal, realized her perfect life had been built on lies long before Thomas's affair. Thomas moved out, his career tarnished by the scandal. Sophie vanished, rumored to have returned to Paris, her dreams of vengeance shattered. Rachel, ostracized by Greenwich society, sold her mansion and left town. Claire, now a single mother, kept the truth about Sophie's identity from Oliver, shielding him from the pain. She sold the mansion and started over in a smaller home, rediscovering her love for painting as a way to heal. But one secret remained Claire's alone. In the safe deposit box, she'd found a photo of Sophie as a child, smiling beside their father. On the back, he'd written, "Forgive me, my daughters." Claire kept the photo, a reminder of the sister she'd lost before she ever knew her, and the cost of a marriage that was never truly perfect. The story ends with Claire standing in her new studio, a canvas before her splashed with bold colors. The Greenwich mansion, with its roses and lies, was a distant memory. She didn't know what the future held, but for the first time, she was painting her own life.